Taurus, August 4th, I'm seeing a clean yes sitting right next to a tired body. That is the whole story. You got something you wanted. You earned a little ease. But your system is still running like you never stopped. So the win is real and the strain is real too. Don't lie to yourself. 9 of Cups. This card is about satisfaction, emotional fulfillment, earned comfort. 9 of Cups is the part where you finally sit down after pushing through too much. You paid the bill. You finished the task. You hit the target. Now the temptation is to coast, to treat comfort like proof that everything is solved. It is not solved. It is just a reward. Name what is working. Take the support. Enjoy the meal, the quiet, the small luxury you actually earned. But 9 of Cups can also get slippery if you start confusing surface pleasure with deep fulfillment. So look at what you keep reaching for when nobody is watching. If you keep buying, scrolling, snacking, or isolating to avoid feeling the weight, then the comfort is covering something, not healing it. The Star. The Star is about healing, renewal, faith after depletion. The Star says the truth already landed and now the body has to catch up. This is not the part where you force yourself to be positive. This is the part where you let the nervous system unclench 1 degree at a time. You might be taking a quiet night. You might be going back to the thing that is actually real, not the thing that just looks good from far away. The Star asks you to trust recovery, but not to rush it. You do not need instant repair. You need a clean reset, a glass of water, a slower pace, and a little less pretending. Actually, no more than that. You need to stop acting like vulnerability is a delay. It is the path. 2 of Pentacles. This card is about balancing priorities, adapting to shifting demands. 2 of Pentacles shows the moving parts, bills, messages, schedules, obligations, all of it stacked on the same day. You are juggling too much if you keep saying, I can handle it, while your calendar is already full and your energy is already split. 2 of Pentacles is not asking for perfection. It is asking for visible management. Put the commitments where you can see them. Move the money. Switch the task. Reader the day before the day breaks you open. 2 of Pentacles can keep things afloat, but it can also make survival look like stability. That is the trap. If you keep balancing without choosing, you stay busy and never actually settle. So adjust in real time, drop what is non-essential, protect the essentials, keep your rhythm honest. So for Taurus, this is contentment meeting a real opportunity, but the body is already carrying too much. The blessing is here, the healing is available, the schedule is the pressure point. You do not need to abandon the good thing. You need to stop overloading the vessel that has to hold it. That is the move. That is the whole read. Taurus, August 4th. I'm seeing a quieter kind of win here. not loud, not performative, just real. Nine of Cups. This card is about satisfaction, earned comfort, and finally exhaling after a long week. You paid for something with time, patience, and restraint, and now you can actually sit down and use it. Maybe you checked the account and it did not collapse. Maybe you finished the thing and nobody had to chase you. Maybe you bought the small treat and did not apologize for it. Good. Name what is working. Take the support. Let yourself enjoy the part that is already stable. But Nine of Cups can get smug. It can turn into, I'm fine, so I don't need to look deeper. Actually, no. The surface can be smooth while something underneath still needs attention. Enjoy the comfort, yes. Just do not confuse comfort with completion. Ace of Pentacles. This card is a new material opportunity, a tangible seed, a practical beginning. This is not fantasy. This is the text, the offer, the slot opening, the savings plan, the first deposit, the grounded yes. You need to take it seriously. Put it on paper. Set the date, read the terms, protect the seed, because I want to say this cleanly. Small beginnings matter more than they look. A lot of Taurus energy wants proof before movement. But the proof often comes after the first step, not before it. So if the opening is here, handle it like something real. Not like a maybe. Not like a daydream. Build the container now while it is still small enough to shape. The Star. This card is healing, renewal, and faith after depletion. The Star does not rush the repair. It asks for a quiet night, a slower breath, a return to what is honest. You may have had a hard truth land recently. You may have stopped pretending something was working when it wasn't. That is where the reset begins. Let the healing be gradual. Do not force optimism. Do not slap a positive quote over an exhausted body. Let the body catch up. Let the mind stop bracing for impact. There is hope here, but it comes through restoration, not performance. You knew this already. The way back is not dramatic. It is consistent. It is choosing the real thing again. Two of Pentacles. This card is balancing priorities, adapting to shifting demands, and keeping life afloat with constant adjustments. So yes, the schedule is moving. The money is moving. The tasks are moving. You are moving one bill to another, one errand to the next, one demand to the next. That does not mean you are failing. It means you are managing a live system. But do not overbook yourself and call it strength. Keep the essentials visible. Write it down. Reorder the day before the day reorders you. This is not about perfect balance. It's about staying nimble without dropping the basics. Because this part matters, if you keep surviving without stabilizing, the whole thing gets noisy. So simplify where you can. Keep the seed, keep the win, keep the healing, and move with intention. Taurus, August 4th. I'm seeing the comfort first. The room is not empty. The table is not bare. Something real has landed, and you have already had one honest breath about it. The problem is not lack. The problem is what keeps trying to sit next to it and drain it dry. Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is the part of you that finally gets to sit down after carrying too much. You did something right. You met a goal. You handled a week that wanted to chew you up, and there is actual satisfaction here. But the Nine of Cups can get guarded. You keep one hand on the cup like someone might take it back. So name what is working. Eat the meal. Take the compliment. Let the win be a win without turning it into a test. Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is a real opening, not a fantasy. It is the small, solid seed, a lead. Plan. A chance to put money, time, or effort into something that can actually grow. But it needs your hands on it. It needs structure. It needs a container. So do not scatter it. Do not act like it will survive neglect. Put it in writing. Save the amount. Make the call. Sign up for the grounded thing. Actually, no, let me rephrase that. Protect the beginning before you start asking it to be big. Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is where the old pattern starts barking again. You are carrying too much and you are doing it like nobody else can do it right. That is the trap. Late nights, extra favors, the silent list in your head that never ends. And I need to say it plain because this is where Taurus gets stubborn. Do not prove your worth through suffering. Drop one task. Push one thing back. Ask someone to take one piece. If your shoulders are up by your ears, the load is already too heavy. The Star. The Star is the clean breath after the hard push. Not instant healing, not a miracle fix, just truth and then relief. You are being asked to recover without performing recovery. Quiet night, less noise, more water, more sleep, more honesty about what actually depleted you. The Star does not ask you to pretend you are fine. It asks you to stop fighting the repair process. Hold on. There is a lighter version of this moment, but you do not get to skip the tenderness that gets you there. Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is the part where life keeps moving while you are still trying to catch up. Bills, texts, timing plans, all of it shifting at once. So you adjust, you do not panic, you keep the essentials visible. You move one thing, then the next. You do not overbook the day and then act surprised when it breaks. Balance here is not pretty, it is active, it is hands-on. It is you making small corrections before the whole thing tips. So the message is simple. Keep the new seed. Stop feeding the old drain. Enjoy what is real. Lighten the load. Heal in plain sight. And keep your rhythm, Taurus, because the moment is not asking you to do more. It is asking you to do what lasts. August 4th, Taurus. This is where the whole thing gets honest. Nine of Cups. You did get a real win. You did earn a little ease. Maybe you finally sat down after a brutal stretch and ate something good without checking your phone every 10 seconds. That matters. But Nine of Cups is not asking you to get lazy with your blessings. It is asking you to name what is working, take the support, and stop acting like comfort is a trap. You can enjoy the moment without pretending it is the whole story. Ace of Pentacles, a new opening is here, and it is practical, not fantasy, not a wish with no plan. I'm seeing something you can touch, track, build, or sign on to. A job lead. A savings move, a grounded commitment that actually changes your day today. Take it seriously. Protect the seed. Do not rush it because you want instant proof. Do not wait for perfect conditions either. The offer is small, but it is real. 10 of Wands. Now here is the problem. You are still carrying too much. You are still being the person who answers first, stays late, fixes the gap, and then acts surprised when your body starts screaming. Actually, no, let me rephrase that. You already know you are overextended. You just keep proving you can survive it. That is not the assignment anymore. Prioritize ruthlessly. Drop what is not yours. Ask for help before you crash. It keeps saying yes. The new opening gets buried under the old workload. Six of Cups reversed. This card is showing the past getting too much airtime. Old memories. Old versions of people. Old wounds dressed up like comfort. Maybe you checked the old thread. Maybe you replayed the same childhood story and called it insight. Don't kid yourself. Familiar is not the same as safe. This card says stop romanticizing what hurt you. Stop reaching for the version of the past that never stayed real. Choose the present, even if it is less sentimental. The Star, this is the turn. Healing is not loud here. It is quiet. It is honest. It is the moment you stop forcing yourself to be fine and let recovery take the time it needs. I'm seeing a lighter night, a reset, less noise, more truth. The Star says the clarity comes when you stop performing strength and start letting yourself restore. Do not skip the repair. Do not rush the glow up. Let it be gradual. That is where the faith comes back. Two of Pentacles, and now you have to move smarter. Balance is not a mood. It is a series of adjustments. Money gets moved. Tasks get shifted. Plans get trimmed. You are not failing because you are juggling. You are failing when you pretend the juggling does not need a system. Keep your commitments visible. Stay nimble. Cut the extra weight. This moment is not asking you to do everything. It is asking you to stabilize what actually matters. So the message is simple. A real comfort is here. A real opening is here. But the healing only works if you stop carrying the past, stop over-functioning, and start reprioritizing like your life depends on it. Because it does. August 4th, Taurus, because the tone shifts here. 9 of Cups, you did get something real. You finished something, you paid something off. You got through the week and you finally sat down without the room falling apart. That matters. But 9 of Cups is also asking you not to treat comfort like the whole story. You can enjoy the meal, the quiet, the little wind. Just don't stop there and call it growth. You know the difference. 1 is relief. 1 is a life you can actually keep. Ace of Pentacles, a practical opening is in front of you. Not a fantasy, not a maybe, a real offer, a real chance to build something with your hands, your money, your time, your name on it. This is the kind of start that looks small at first. The deposit, the application, the savings plan, the grounded yes. Actually, no, it's not about rushing. It's about protecting the seed before you start talking about the tree. If you handle it like it matters, it grows. 10 of Wands. But here's the problem. You are still carrying too much. You're the one answering, fixing, lifting, remembering, following up, and cleaning up after everybody else. And you're doing it even when your body is already tired. This is the part where the load starts talking back. Your shoulders, your schedule, your patience, they are all giving you the same message. Stop proving your worth through exhaustion. Ask for help. Drop what is not yours. Some of what you're carrying is just habit now. 6 of Cups reversed. Old memory is trying to run the room. Somebody from the past, some version of home, some old wounds you keep revisiting like it owes you an explanation. I'm seeing the loop. You check the old thread. You replay the old story. You miss the version that never stayed real. 6 of Cups, reverse says that nostalgia is not a safe place just because it feels familiar. Don't go back to what hurt you and call it healing. Let the memory be a memory. Stay in the present. Six of Pentacles reversed. And now the exchange gets exposed. You've been giving more than you get. Money, time, emotional labor, patience, all of it. Somebody keeps taking and the return is thin. Or the help comes with conditions. Or you're the one always covering the gap and nobody notices until you stop. Stop fooling yourself. Unequal giving is still unequal, even if you've gotten used to it. Audit the balance. Name the imbalance. Protect your resources before resentment turns into burnout. The star, this is where the moment opens, not with a loud fix, with healing, with honesty, with the kind of quiet that lets your nervous system come back online. The star says you do not need to force optimism. You need to recover cleanly. Let the truth land, let the body rest, let the heart unclench. There is guidance here, but it comes after the noise drops. And when it does, you start to feel what is actually yours again. Two of Pentacles, so now you adjust, you move money around. You shift the schedule. You keep one thing steady while another thing changes. This is not chaos if you stay honest about it. It's management, it's rhythm. It's making room for what matters and dropping what doesn't. Keep the essentials visible. Don't overbook yourself just to look capable. Balance is not pretending nothing is heavy. Balance is knowing what to set down before you fall. August 4th, Taurus. I'm seeing a clean turn here, but only if you stop feeding what keeps taking. Nine of Cups, you did get something real. You finished something, paid something off, got through the week, and now you can actually sit down and feel it. That matters, especially after named the comfort that hides the strain and showed how easy it is to mistake relief for real rest. But Nine of Cups is not asking you to get lazy with the win. It's asking you to name what is working, take the support, and stop acting like you have to earn every brief twice. Ace of Pentacles, there is a tangible opening in front of you, a job lead, a money plan, a grounded offer, something you can touch and build on. Actually, no, let me rephrase that. It is not a fantasy opening. It is small, practical, and real. Protect the seed, the same one called the seed worth protecting now, because this opening is still small enough to be damaged by impatience. Don't rush it. Don't talk yourself out of it because it is not huge yet. Small beginnings still grow. 10 of Wands, and here is the problem. You are carrying too much of it alone. You are staying late, answering everybody, fixing the thing nobody else wants to touch, and then calling that strength. Be honest with yourself. That is overload, the same load you keep calling normal that already warned you about when you were carrying too much and calling it strength. That is the body saying enough. Prioritize ruthlessly. Ask for help. Drop the task that is only there because you are the fallback person. Six of Cups reversed, because this is where the leak is. Something from the past is still pulling at you, and it is not even accurate anymore. The same past that kept asking for rent when old memory was still acting like a place you had to pay to stay in. You keep checking the old memory like it is proof. You keep replaying what used to feel safe. But Six of Cups reversed is clear. That old version is outdated. That old pattern is not a home. Stop romanticizing what hurt you just because it is familiar. Six of Pentacles reversed, and now we get to the exchange. Somebody is taking more than they give, or you are the one overextending and pretending it is fine. The same exchange that never felt equal, where the imbalance was already clear. You are paying, explaining, carrying, covering, and waiting for it to become fair. It is not fair. Audit it. Name it. Protect your resources. If the support has strings attached, that is not generosity. If the giving is one-sided, that is a debt loop. The Star, this moment does not end in collapse. It ends in recovery. The Star says healing is here, but it is quiet. It is not dramatic. You rest. You tell the truth. You let your nervous system come down. You stop trying to force hope, and you let hope return on its own. You already knew that. The repair starts when you stop pretending you are not tired. Two of Pentacles. So now you balance it in real time. Money shifts. Time shifts. Plans shift. You move things around without making a whole identity out of the juggling. Keep it visible. Keep it simple. Don't overbook yourself. Don't pretend balance is effortless. It is management. It is rhythm. It is choosing what stays on the table and what gets set down. So for Taurus, on August 4th, the message is simple. Protect the seed, release the weight, and choose what truly returns you. Not what drains you, not what keeps you stuck in old memory, what returns you to yourself. Okay. That's all I've got for now. If this hit, you already know what to do. Please subscribe. Tell your group chat. I'll see y'all soon.